his art, Jessica, he became an abstract artist in the 70s.
Yeah.
And his art was his outlet for his emotions from all that childhood stuff, right? Losing his parents. And by the way, he lost his mom. He was in the hospital. She was on the way to the hospital. She got in a car accident, came in and died in the hospital when he was there. So it was tragic, just tragic.
Oh.
And so he had a lot of stuff to work out. And when he started painting, that was his outlet. And that's like the art that's in the book and his talent.
Ronan, hold on. Before you continue, Ronan, can we show the artwork that her father created? Yeah, so that's like, I want to show, like, while we're talking, I want to show them, there you go. So can you see that? Oh my gosh, this is like, he did this?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Jessica, that one was, that's really special. That was a manifestation thing. In 1983, he painted that painting.
Yes.
And in 2003, the family and I went on a Mediterranean cruise. And my dad and I got up really early at 6 a.m. to turn the corner to Venice.
Okay.
We saw that same exact thing. And I looked at him and I'm like, Dad, you painted that. I looked at him and he just kind of like smiled. I'm like, Dad, we have that at home. He goes, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So he taught me. He did teach me kind of that manifestation of visualize.
Yeah.
Prayers down. He would paint things. Instead of like in Field of Dreams where they say, if you build it, they will come. With him, it was, if you paint it, it will come.
Wow. I like that. Now for people, wait, can I show another painting? I don't want to forget what I'm going to ask you. Okay. Can you show another painting? There you go. How about this one?
This one was, I actually used this in the book for the Colorado River. The name of it is Colorado. The Colorado River was the river that was harnessed by my grandfather to bring water into Lower California. So, so Dad, so if you look at the swirls, it's kind of like there is a winding river.
Yeah.
So just bright. Everything has vibrant color.
Can we show the one with the calendars? I want to ask you about this. The calendars. There you go. What is this? I was going to ask you if these are calendars, and then how did he, why is this? Why did he create this?
He loved to write down everything. So,
same thing. I do this.
Painting and then markers, right? And so he would get Ansel Adam calendars, and then every month for like 15 years, I have them. And he would write down whatever was happening in the family or whatever was happening in the U.S. or politically or
I love it.
Nationally. So Japan trade, there was something going on.
Yeah.
And LA stops Japanese on Metro. So there was something, with that. But I use this one because in the midst of everything is hope. In the midst of everything is hope.
Wow. I love it. Oh my God, this is so good.
And just kindness. He'd walk into a room, people would always remind me, particularly after he passed. Yeah. He walks in the room and then he'd light it up. And then if he were talking to you, you were the only person in the room. Like you were the most important person in the room because he didn't care about all the pretense. He could be in the middle of all of this money and whatever. He'd have his signature Hawaiian shirt on and his jeans and his tennis shoes. And you would be enthralled with him in a one-on-one conversation where you would feel like, he's at your heart. That's who he was. And that's what he passed that on to us,
Yeah.
He taught me, I'm the quintessential Rose on Titanic. I could care less where I am. As long as I am talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm happy, so.
Wow. What is it? Okay. For you now, let's do the title. Let's talk about our title. What does it mean to you to honor thy father?
To honor my father is to tell his story. He wanted his art to get out there. He ideally wanted to sell his art. And he also told me, he used to have prayer. We have 60 prayer pads. He wrote down prayers and all the answers are marked in there, like in red that came to fruition. And he has all of his calendars. And he would say to me, Teresa, all the answers are in my calendars. I go, what do you mean, Dad? He goes, all the answers on how to do this, act like it's already granted, trust God like a child, believe. He goes, that's my legacy. All of those calendars, if you were to read those, you'll be able to do this stuff. And that's what's happened. So my honoring him is sharing it with the world. He really wanted people to know. He wanted people to know that you can do these things and be successful.